Hey there everyone, my name is Tamara and you just stumbled upon another episode of The Yellow Wall.
Make I tell you the matter. Still an agent butter with this sweet pure water, but no be me go judge.
This week has been pretty interesting. Otedola donated 5 billion naira to charity, which I'm convinced has bought its way straight into heaven. Kylie Jenner might be dating Drake, which sounds strange, but if you think about it, it's very on brand for both of them. She loves the rappers, she loves fake booties, it makes sense. And rapper T.I. collectively freaked the whole world out when he announced that he takes his teenage daughter to the gynecologist every year to check if her hymen is still on seat. I was going to do an episode on T.I. and his scary hymen hunt, but then I realized something far more important is happening. It's only 40 days till Christmas, which means cuffing season is about to kick into high gear. It's your last chance to secure a babe for the holidays. Some of you may take the easy route and text old friends with benefits or friend buddies with the classic, hey big head, but some of you are out there searching for someone new. And because I'm a generous and caring host, I've decided to share some tips to make sure you don't enter one chance. A while back, everyone was tweeting about their red flags in a relationship. And most of it was people tweeting their own personal pet peeves or Nigerian men complaining about girls who don't like when they are broke. But I am here today with what I'm coining as the definitive list of red flags when it comes to dating in Lagos. And maybe the rest of Nigeria. I'm not sure how it works in the north. But here we go. If you meet a man and instead of taking you out on dates, he always just wants to hang out at home, red flag. Lagos is packed full of places to go. There are 10 million restaurants, there's the cinema, there's the beach, there's even your local booker. If you are with someone who only ever wants to stay at your place, or his place, or a friend's place, or just some kind of indoor place, then it means one of two things. Either he just wants to have sex with you, or his bank account is on E. Whichever one it is, please dear, carry your bag and be going. Having sex with this loser once or twice is optional, but don't catch any feelings. If you find a girl whose waist is cutie, invite her out on a date and she brings the whole squad with her, red flag. A girl who invites one friend on a date is more often than not just trying to make sure you don't kill her and bring him back up because she's shy or nervous and you might be a murderer. But if she brings more than one friend, then she has clearly seen personal ATM for her and her crew. So it's best you leave her behind before she breaks your account. Again, sexy time is optional here, but chances are she won't even let you hit it because she's here for buck and not to, If you meet someone and they often talk about how Nigerian leaders are honestly doing their best, red ass flag. That person is mad, they run away. Either they want to be a politician or they approve of corruption. Those are the same people that will say EFCC is going too hard on people. And any which way, an EFCC arrest is definitely in their future. So make sure you are long gone. On the opposite side of the spectrum, if you meet someone who disapproves of the government but thinks Yahoo boys are just doing their best, that's also a red flag. I need to report that person to the FBI. Ladies, this one is for you. If you're with a guy, things are getting hot and heavy, and while you're down there, you can't feel anything through his trousers, please, there is a red flag. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you can't find it, it means there's not much to find. So, swiftly moving on. If you meet a guy and he says something misogynistic within the first week, red flag, run away. Nigerian men tend to have misogynistic moments sometimes, which is not okay, but it's understandable given how they were raised. Rape jokes, funny comments about you cooking for them, thinking cancel culture is so unfair. Nigerian men say these things and think these things every now and then. And if it comes a few weeks or months into the relationship, then okay, fine, you can check it and educate them. But if they can't keep that shit in check for just a few short hours, just till they at least get to know you small, that means the thing has entered their body and they probably won't like women too much. So dear, it's best you leave them alone. The same goes for men who laugh and roll their eyes or ask why when you tell them you're a feminist. Let them still be asking, be going. If you meet someone, a guy or girl, because nowadays everyone is guilty, and you're just hanging out, but you're not dating them, and they ask you to buy them something, red flag! It's one thing if someone drops a bunch of hints or heavily implies that they would like you to buy something for them. I still don't really approve, but for some people, receiving gifts is their love language, so maybe they're just trying to see how much you like them. But it's a whole other thing for someone to use their full chest to ask you to buy them something when that's not your boyfriend or girlfriend, especially if it's something weird like a wig or a shirt or some jeans. If you must ask for something, at least let it be Rolex now. How about? Run away, guys. This one will drain you, your bank account, then leave you when they hear about Otedola and he spare 5 billion naira. If you're with someone and they're always talking about their plans for the future and all the things they're going to do later, but here in the present, they don't have a single source of income, Red flag oh. A lot of we millennials, especially the ones in the media industry, have big dreams and plans for the future. The problem is, some people are so busy dreaming, they have refused to wake up and be useful now. If you meet a musician or a photographer who is always talking about how he's going to win a Grammy someday or have his pictures in Vogue someday and is too busy practicing their craft to get a real job, in the meantime, then my dear, live there. There's a chance that one day this person will have their dreams come true and they will blow. But more likely, they're just going to stay there dreaming and poor. So it's better for you to be going. If you meet someone who may or may not travel a lot but has lived in Nigeria all their lives and yet has an accent stronger than the white people in the country the accent came from, red flag. If you're with a girl who went to America for 2 weeks and came back with an accent from the 51st state, then you should leave for 2 reasons. The first is to prevent heartbreak, because if this person can fake a whole accent, then he can definitely fake the whole relationship, so you better proceed with caution. The second reason is simply that fake accents are annoying as hell. The person speaking more English than the queen might be feeling good, but it's your ears that are going to have to endure it. And do you really think you can put up with that all Christmas long? Especially with the actual IJGBs back, adding their own 110 accents into the mix? I don't think so, dear. And finally, if you meet someone and you're not particularly attracted to them, you don't really care for what they say, and you find everything about them pretty meh, but you plan on dating them anyway because there's no flags and they're nice and it just makes sense, then carry that red flag and slap yourself because what you're doing is not good. Sometimes during the dating game, you meet someone with no red flags. You meet someone who on paper is kind of perfect, but when it comes down to it, you don't like them. Just because they have no red flags doesn't mean you have to date them. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it! So please, this gentle Christmas season, don't string along that red flag-free, boring man with the rich daddy, nice fade but dead dick, or the girl with the sweet smile and the good job but the blandest personality. Let them go and cast your net back into the wide open sea that is the Lagos dating scene. Maybe you'll find someone you connect with, or maybe last you just have to send that big head text to your ex. Anyway you're doing sharp, don't lead someone on. And to those of you who might have already fallen in love despite the red flag stacked on your partner's head, just know that Tamara wishes you the best in your inevitable heartbreak. And that brings me to the end of the episode. What are some of your red flags? Let me know in the comments below and on our social media platforms, which are somewhere on the screen. And also make sure you hit our own drama-free red flag and subscribe to Accelerate TV so you don't miss all our great content. My name is Tamara and I'll be back in 2 or so weeks with more from the Yellow Wall.